Peace, beautiful people. It's Holistic Selena. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about trauma. I want to first start off by saying that in life, there are levels to what we go through. Of course, we are physical beings. I have a physical body that I can tangibly see and touch. This is a physical world. I can touch this tree. That's very apparent. But on a deeper level, we have to first understand that everything that is physical was first energetic. So when it comes to healing trauma, there are levels that we can address. When you're beginning to heal trauma, you address the physical. You start with what you can see, the experiences that you've been through, the relationships that you've been in, your family, your upbringing, all of the physical things in this world. That's where you can begin your journey of healing trauma. But as you work on the physical, you will begin to make your way into the energetics, into the unseen. And in this realm of the unseen, everything is us. There is no person, there is no experience to blame. Everything that we go through on an energetic level was divinely crafted by our energy field for us to deeper awaken. I personally believe that there are no mistakes in life, and I feel that everything that we go through is a divine blessing for our consciousness, for our ability to awaken deeper, to gain more wisdom, and to ultimately liberate us from the cycle of suffering in life. So remember these two key points. On a physical level, you can use your experiences that you've been through, like traumatic relationships, bullying as a child, issues with insecurity, the way you see yourself, your upbringing, your parents, their relationships. You can use those things to kind of make sense of your own patterns and why you are the way that you are. But then on a deeper level, when you move into the energetics and higher levels of healing within yourself, there is no physical or outside thing to blame or to identify with. So when healing trauma, on a physical level, I think it's important to look at your freaking parents and to realize that a lot of your patterns, a lot of the things that you've been through in life, whether it was with mental health issues, abusing food, abusing drugs, alcohol, having bad relationships, hating yourself, loving yourself, following your dreams, not following your dreams, doing things you didn't want to do, like all these different things, a lot of it roots back to our childhood and the way that our parents raised us. If you had unconscious parents, there is a high likelihood that you spent the first half of your life unconscious until you went through enough pain and suffering that shook you to your core and it woke you up to start to question life and you start to embark on the spiritual path, which is what happened for me. So as you begin your healing journey, it's okay to have a little bit of bitterness and resentment and just uncomfortable feelings towards your parents for birthing you when they were so unconscious and passing on all of these cycles and habits and unresolved issues that they did not do. They passed it on to you. And that shit's not fun and it's not easy. So it's okay to have a little bit of bitterness about that on a physical level. You can use that for a small amount of time to help you cope, to help you make sense of things, but you have to let go of that very quickly. You have to find forgiveness and compassion for your parents, and you do the same for yourself, and you begin to move into the energetics, and you start to see that on some level, it is all divine and it's all purposeful. It is all the work of God. And the more that you can surrender and have faith in the fact that everything happens for a reason and that God makes no mistakes, the more that you will be shown in life that God makes no mistakes and everything happens in your favor. This is the importance of mindset and awareness, especially within our day-to-day life. You have to look at your life like a dish that's being created in the kitchen. All your life experiences on a day-to-day basis, however you choose to label and perceive it, is the ingredients that's going into the pot that is creating your reality. It's creating your energetic imprint. It's creating the next moment to come. It is creating your perception of the world. It creates all things. So as we embark on the journey of doing the energetic works on our trauma, we have to do the work of being aware of what we think about and what we label our experiences on a daily basis. And the reason why trauma sucks and why it is such an uncomfortable energy and experience is because trauma, it puts us in a state of fear. It triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, putting us in fight and flight, which then also activates our animal brain and it disconnects us from our higher self. It disconnects us from the peace and the truth of the present moment, and we're put into a state of survival mode, which at times can be life-saving, it can be beneficial, but as a whole, our society is operating on this level of trauma on a daily basis, in a state of constant stress, which then means most people are vibrating on a level of unconsciousness in survival. They view their reality through a lens of trauma, of not being safe, of not being able to genuinely enjoy life. And on a physical level, this affects our health because when you're in fight or flight, a lot of your body systems are compromised, like your immune system, your digestion, your reproductive system. And over time, when you're constantly stressed, when you're constantly triggered, when you're constantly in a state of trauma, you have infertility, you have autoimmune issues, you have IBS, you have all these different issues that literally just come from being in a state of stress, being in a dysregulated space. And who knows how long this has been going on for, not only in your life, but in your bloodline. With your mother, your grandmother, your dad, his dad. These cycles and perceptions can go on for a long time until someone has the spiritual strength and bandwidth to actually process through it, to release it, to break the cycle. And that's what it means to heal trauma. You release the stories from your body, the programs from your mind. You allow yourself to come back to your truth before the traumatization, before the cycles of your parents and the stories of society. Who were you before all of that? Doing the inner work and healing the trauma will show you that. You can't be afraid to feel. I know it can be so scary and uncomfortable to tune into those suppressed emotions and the childhood trauma and just the experiences in life that really stole a piece of us. It can be very hard to do that. I believe that the main components of healing are awareness and acknowledgement. You have to create space for these things to be felt, to be processed, to be acknowledged, so then it could truly be released without having any fragmentation, without having any deeper roots within you that will continue to cycle through and attract people and things and re-traumatize you. It's time to stop the cycles. And we do that through creating the space to heal. I always love that saying of pick your heart. It's hard to be traumatized. It's hard to have that imprint within you that continues to attract horrible things. And it's also hard to heal your trauma. But the heart of healing your trauma then creates a space for you to be born again, beyond the trauma, beyond the imprints of this world and the darkness of this world. So I will gladly do that hard, because within that hard lies your redemption. There is a beautiful reward in reality waiting for you. So stop being so afraid to slow down and to reflect on your life and to actually do the work of healing your soul from your past experiences. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. I went on a pretty long nature walk and I want to get out of here before it gets dark because this should be a little spooky at night. I can't even lie. But I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Much love, many blessings. Until tomorrow. Besitos.